Live. Welcome to Pew-Tang Does America. I am the ODB. You can call me Bob. I might start putting just Bob on the screen there. With me as always, except last week, and I just realized I never asked what happened last week. I assume you were banging my mom, is Peter from Sebago Arms, the dyslexic operator, and a pretty big deal. If you're not reading the screen right now, Jordan, the Mr. Jordan is what I was going to call him, the JSD Supply, is with us tonight, and that's a really big deal. We are way too small to have meet so big. Jordan, thank you for joining us. Uh-oh. I just got an echo.
That was my fault.
It's always your fault. Jordan. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hi, Peter. Do whatever you're doing. I'm going to let Jordan from JSD Supply, the number one 80% pistol, largest pistol dealer in the nation, 80% pistol dealer. Hi. I guess we'll start. I've known about and of you, and thanks again for the LPK that I did not put in my P320, and I'm very overdue on getting that video out, but probably another 7 days of editing my face to get that going. But thank you for being here, and we are going to start out. For those folks that don't know you, as well as I know you, and Peter knows my mom, how did you get into 80% pistols? Like, how did you start out in this?
Yeah, so we had a business previously. For anybody that's seen or knows me at all, I talk about it all the time. So we had another business that we ended up having to close. So I had to go get a job. And from basically about day 2, I knew that job wasn't going to cut it for me. So I started looking into things that I liked. So guns being one of them. I don't like paperwork, so those usually don't go hand in hand. So I started researching like accessories and different things like that, but the market's pretty flooded. So I try to do something unique to set us apart so that people have a reason to come and buy from us or find our website or whatever. So stumbled across 80% AR-15s at the time. Just researched it to death. Nobody wants to go to jail, I guess. So started researching that. Saved up a little bit of money and made our first purchase and met a pretty good manufacturer and really hit it off with him and started from there. Went to a gun show and been at a gun show probably 2 or 3 weeks a month for the past almost 8 years. So just kind of grown into that. And once the pistols hit, Polymer 80 came out with their Glock, and Stealth Arms had a 1911 we carried for quite a while. That just kind of propelled us to the front there. So, and then we have our P320. We kind of developed that as we were going as well. Have some other pistol projects in the works that we're working on. So everybody kind of stayed with the AR-15. I think we were their first, Polymer 80's first pistol dealer. Maybe not, but one of the first. So we kind of jumped on that early and saw where that market was going before pretty much everybody else. So,
and you guys offer a full AR build kit too.
Yeah, we've been out of stock on that for quite a while. So we don't do a lot of AR-15. Yeah. There's just so many people that do it. It's hard to fight for inventory. And
you're telling me.
Yeah.
Hey, quick shout out to Tech Money. Thanks for making the jump, man. I'm going to interrupt your segment here to say, I think previously I said I thought I've been doing Polymer 80s for like 8 years, and that would make it like 2013. And I did ask, and they said 2015 is when the first one came out. So I want to apologize to anyone that I've lied to. I think it's more than once, maybe on here or on another video. I said, everybody do this for 8 years, and I am off by a couple years. Excuse me. Did you carry that first Spectre with the polymer rear rails? Was that something you slung at the gun shows, or?
Yeah. We had cases and cases and cases of those. That was my first large purchase. I think we had to buy 1,000 of them to get the best price. And for me, I was just small time. We do everything with cash and have from the beginning of this business. So at that time, that was a huge, giant commitment. So, but yeah, I mean, we kind of burned through those and off we went. So we were buying factory Glocks. We had an FFL friend that a couple of them actually that were buying full Glocks, stripping them down, and then just selling us all the parts. So for, I think it was like June and July of whatever year it was, we were one of the top Glock purchasers in the country, I guess. So that was pretty fun. And we don't sell Glocks. So
That's
yeah.
That's kind of how the P320s was for a while, wasn't it? I remember seeing tons of websites where you just buy FCUs for like whatever, $25 or $50.
Yeah.
Like they were all over the place. Just here, buy a serialized FCU. I can't. It's amazing to me that that can still be like a viable business model for so many people. And I guess that kind of going away now. Hold on, I'm going to try to do this screen share thing. We'll jump right into. Do I have? What do they call these? What do you boys that we like shooting call these people? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
What are we talking about?
Whoops.
Polymer 80?
Whoops. Hold on. No, P320. What was I going to talk about? Lost my train of thought. Show notes. Doesn't we like shooting? I feel like I hear your buddy Sean.
Yeah, they do show
You're like,
notes.
didn't you read the show notes, Aaron? Anyway, I'm trying to look at my own show notes.
Aaron's like, no, I just murdered an entire village.
When is, hold on, I gotta stop screen share. I want to know, you're making your own P320 slides, are you not? JSD Supply. Hold on, can I share this? Is that on the screen? Where are they at? There it is.
Top left, bottom left.
This one?
Yeah. So
right.
That's the first like production sample we got. So they'll have a RMR cut. So you can put your Hollow Sun or Swamp Fox or whatever you want to put on there. But we cut a little window, and it kind of matches some of our Glock slides that we do too. So we're going to kind of have a full range of similar styled slides. So just kind of make some fancy ones there.
Are you guys moving into the 365 market for slides?
Yeah, we should have middle of March, I think we'll have our set of 365s.
Okay, because that's what I was looking into building was the P80, like a 365.
Yeah, so the 80% will be our molds getting cut right now. We've been telling people the same thing for I don't know, a year and a half or something, but we should have production samples by the end of March.
Okay.
For the 80% slide, probably around the same time. So everything's going to probably land around the same time. So grip modules, kind of extended the beaver tail on the back there, and then added a rail up front. We'll have an XL grip module also.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to want is an X, because that's what I carry daily.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to be hitting you up in March there.
Yep.
Yeah, what my question, I can't believe I haven't asked this because I'm sure I could have asked you before, but do we know what tools I'm going to need for the 365? Do you know, is the jig going to be similar to the 320 where I can get my starter set of bits or whatever that I can burn out in a couple and then go buy some new ones? That's not a knock against you, right? Like that's kind of what I expected. I was like, what? Drilling steel, you're going to burn out bits. But
yeah.
What am I going to need for a 365?
So we're planning on, we got to test the jig on these production samples that are coming, but you'll be able to use just a drill press. You got to drill 3 holes, and then you got to cut rails into it. So if you've done a 1911 or like a SIG 228, 229, where you got to cut the rails into the frame, you're going to have to do that with the 365 also. So we're hopefully going to be able to do it with a Dremel. I think we can. I just got to try it and make sure. So it should work. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. But yeah, so a Dremel and a drill press would be it.
Wow, I feel like we've been waiting for that thing for forever. But I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be worth the wait, especially if those grip modules we just had to screener out too, man. This look pretty nice. Now, is it going to launch? Go ahead, Peter. Sorry.
I was going to say, from being a manufacturer, I can tell you when you go to buy bits for the drill press, just buy the damn Milwaukees from Home Depot. They're worth every penny. I was milling out a lower the other night, and I was just like, most ones that come in jig, no offense, with the ones that come in the jig aren't the greatest. So I went to Home Depot and I went and got Milwaukee, and I just like butter straight through it. And I have like a really old drill press and just cut like butter.
Yeah, so we that's our number one complaint about the P320 is the drill bits. So we just got in some Cobalt drill bits. So we're gonna try those. We have a couple thousand sets of those. We're gonna start shipping out. So they're odd size drill bits, so people have a hard time finding them. So we're trying to make it as easy as possible without, having to raise the price for expensive drill bits. So we found a pretty decent supplier. So we're gonna see what happens here. Hopefully that mitigates some of the issues that people are seeing. So we're trying to make it, as easy as possible with, keeping the price down as well.
Nice.
I almost did in the video I haven't edited yet, but I'm doing like try to do a new how-to for the P320. Right, here's how you do this, here's how you do that, and I'll probably just put it in the comments. But I almost said it like, look, these are the bits you get. I get, I can do 2 mups, or I did 2 mups in my first set before I had to replace them. If you want better bits, right? If you want to come to like super legit Cobalt bits or something that are still going to burn out eventually if you're drilling steel after steel over and over again. I wanted to explain to people, like, if you want this to come with that level of bits, do you want to pay, do you want the price to go up? Right. This is kind of, to maybe I kind of look at it almost as like a free with purchase. I don't know, like you're getting something thrown in. This will get you started. And to be honest, at least most of the people I run into are doing their first one. I don't run into a whole lot of people. They're like, well, I'm going to do 3 or 4 of these, if that makes sense. Like from a cost perspective, I don't know, maybe I know just enough about business to be dangerous. Like if it came with way nicer bits, right, ones that would last longer, a little bit longer, less people would do it. And a lot of people are only doing 1, if that makes sense. So that person that's only probably going to do 1, maybe 2 P320s, if the jig with the bits, because it came with much more expensive bits, was $200, $250, they're just going to not do it at all. I think it's in a right spot if everybody's expectations are correct. I mean, you can send nicer bits if you want to, but I get it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. I mean, it probably doubles or triples the cost of the drill bits, but we're just gonna see how it goes because it'll people calling in versus not having to call in. So yeah.
1776 Supply Co. Thanks for not being here, but no, I get it. Tippy tapping on that phone, telling us, slow your speed and take your time. I think I'm gonna mention that about 3 to 5 times in the video if I don't accidentally edit them all out. Slow down. I know I say patience. If you feel yourself rushing at all, or if the thought enters your mind that you say, I need to go do this, or it's a kid's birthday, or you got to go to dinner, you got to get on a podcast, you want to watch some whatever. If the thought enters your mind that you need to hurry up to get to something else, stop and walk away. Because you're going to smoke it. And I've seen people that held that pin on there long enough to like harden them up, and then they can't go through it at all. I've seen people say, I went and bought 2 more bits and none of them will go through here. Like, well, that's because what? I don't know. I know just enough about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They heated it up. Yeah, they heated it up and it's hardened steel now versus not.
Yeah, so, I know just enough about metallurgy to be dangerous. And I did it once too, to be honest with you. I was trying to do a third one with a 39 bit that I probably shouldn't have. It's like, well, I'll just hold it on there for 10 seconds this time. All right, I'm just going to hold it for 30 seconds this time. And then, then it was no good.
Yeah. Whoops.
DeWalt bits suck. What's up, Bugs? I like that
Bugs.
profile picture. What is that, a half track or something? I can't tell. It's too small on the screen. It looks cool.
Yeah.
DeWalt bits suck. I never bought anything DeWalt. I don't remember why I didn't like them from years ago. But
I grew up with like tool snobs. Like we were always like picky about tools. So I always grew up with like Milwaukee, Makita, Grizzly. So I never touched DeWalt, but I'm one of those people that I buy good quality because I beat the living crap out of everything I own. So
yeah, I was your classic poor. I started out buying like and some stuff from Harbor Freight is great. This is no knock against Harbor Freight or cheaper stuff, but
Harbor Freight.
Yeah, I went through a lot of 2 or 3 cordless drills from Harbor Freight. Well, a couple of them were gifts from people as housewarming gifts. But before I finally bought a Milwaukee and I bought a Milwaukee drill, was that 2009 and got a speeding ticket on the way back from it. It was like $200 for this Milwaukee cordless drill set I got, but it's still working right now. Yeah. Every time my wife sees it, she says, "Is that the one you got that $173 speeding ticket driving home from getting?" Is that? Yeah.
That doesn't.
Yeah, babe. And it's still working.
Come on, girl.
What else are we going to talk about? Oh, the Makers match is on my list. Do we want to move to that already? Do we want to talk to? Hold on. I had one more question about the 365. Do you think the grip modules and your slides are going to be ready when the insert launches? Or is it going to be like the 320 is now, right? I think they're out of stock at the moment, but the last kits you had for the 320 were nice. Were OEM SIG slides, that 320 SP. But are you going to have all Patmos arms stuff when it launches, or not sure yet?
I hope so, but probably not. Nothing ever comes in on time or when anybody says it's supposed to. So our slides will probably be the first thing done, actually. They're already in production. So.
You know how many people have like told me that I was supposed to have barrels like 6 weeks ago? I was supposed to have barrels, and I have not heard anything yet about them.
Yeah. Good luck.
And I have my first demo. I have my first build of like what you'll see is my complete rifle. Should be back next week. It was getting coated, but it's every distributor is telling me, just giving you the runaround. Like, I get it, I know, but like, holy shit, people are far behind.
Yeah, it's that way even under normal circumstances. Every machine shop I've ever talked to or whatever, it'll be 2 weeks. It's the standard 2 weeks. So,
yeah.
So it's not like a COVID. That's not a COVID special. Everything being behind. That's been
special. Yeah.
Special. Yeah. So it's like this like interesting special where you pay double.
AZ Casper, what's up, JSD? My first P80 build kit, man. I'm seeing a lot of YouTube people talking about or showing their first builds that came from you guys, man. Cool. Doesn't surprise me that you're the biggest, the largest 80% pistol dealer. Obviously, that includes the SIG and the P80, not just the P80, right? I think probably Brownells or Midway is biggest P80 alone.
Yeah, if I'd have to guess.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably be the top guys, but I don't have Pete Brownell money, so.
None of us do.
Someday. What else are we gonna talk about? Do we want to talk about the Makers match? Or is there anything else you want to talk about, Jordan, before we move into there?
Yeah, no, we can talk about the Makers match.
Yeah, no competition experience necessary. Is that on the screen? Yeah. Did you register to shoot this? I know you're involved in some way. Oh, there it is. There's that. Whoops. There's a lot more names on there now.
Yeah, they got a bunch of people now. It's pretty cool.
So what's up with this? I mean, I'm going, but I'm going to let you say what's up with this, or rather or you want to just say how you're involved? Do you want me to do the background of what this thing is? Because I know a little bit about it.
Yeah, you want. Well, so we're sponsoring it. We found out about it, and we contacted them, and Rob Pincus is part of that deal. So talked to him a little bit, and so we sponsored it, and we're trying to think of something cool to do too, just so we can stand out and just have fun. So they have plaques and things like that they're going to hand out for best shooter and whatever. So we decided to do like WWE Championship Belts.
That's
so we're gonna have 3 of them. We haven't decided yet, I don't think, what categories, but like best build or most unique build or something like that. Shooter's choice, maybe have everybody vote for one of them. So we're working on the designs for that, but that'll be fun.
Belts. I'm so not enough. I feel like belts should be a thing everywhere.
For sure.
That's weird. My old work did it like once, but everybody wasn't as enthused. Well, my old work kind of sucked. But yeah, they tried to do it like once, and like the one dude who didn't win was excited that there was a belt, and everybody else just didn't really care. I'm like, you guys are all trash. That's amazing. I would love to have that hanging on my wall. That's badass, man.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, we're excited about that. When is it? June, I think.
June June. Whoops. Is a date on here somewhere? I'm not showing the screen anymore, but now I'm scrolling through the screen. Is it really not have that? June 19th. June 19th. Lunch is now sponsored by Polymer 80. Brace pistols are welcome in the event. I'm curious to see how many 3D printed guns there are, man. I mean, I've seen a lot of them. And
where is it hosted?
it is in Florida at Ancient City Shooting Range, which is in Saint something. I can't remember the rest of it.
A little far off from me.
Florida? Nah, man, you can make it. It's
I can make it like, 30 hours or something like that.
I think it's a pretty short flight. Who was I talking to? Your boy Ralph. He said he won't fly because he can't take his gun. I was like, I used to think that, man. It's not really that bad, honestly. I just found it weird. And I know. Go ahead. Have you flown with a gun, Peter?
Yeah, it really just depends where you're flying out of. Like if you're flying out of like, Boston or like New York, obviously it's gonna be harder. But I mean, I flew out of Portland once and people like not even a blink. They're just like, okay, remember, you gotta pick it up at customer service or whatever. I'm like, okay.
Jordan, how's your experience been flying with firearm? Go ahead. You can take a drink first. It's all right. I'll jabber about something else.
I mean, I've had good experiences and I've had bad experiences. So which one do you want to go with? We can talk about both, I guess.
I don't feel like I've had any bad ones. Maybe you should talk about. I feel like it's pretty easy. There's only what strikes me as odd is, well, whoever's at the desk, and you probably agree, whoever's at the desk never knows what they're doing. They always have to call someone else or wait for somebody else to come double check that they're doing it right. I don't remember. Was there only one time that I got sent over to a separate dude with the little sniffer or whatever that I guess was TSA or something? I found it odd that of the whatever, I think there's 6 times I've boarded an airplane or had to take a firearm through, and only once were they like, yeah, you need to take it over there first and then bring it back. No, he stuck it right on the thing. We're like, you got to take it over there first. Like,
right.
Why is there only that one? I don't even remember what city it was. You might have had a similar experience, but just once. And everybody else just like, yeah, lock it up now. Okay. And they just set it behind them.
Yeah, they've changed it up a couple times. So since what is
the worst experience?
So it's my first experience, and it was an accident. So I was I just have one backpack that I travel with, and I take it to all the gun shows. So I had a SIG 228 that I built a few years ago, and I had it. I was going to another machine shop to show them something on that build, and my backpack had all kinds of pockets in it, whatever. So it was down tucked in behind like another pocket, and I dumped it out. I had to leave for the airport. I had to get to the airport at like 4:30 in the morning in Pittsburgh. And it was my first SHOT Show too, I think. So I'm heading to SHOT Show, and I'm pumped about that. I go through the line. It's 4 something in the morning, and all of a sudden my bag, like, they stop it. It beeps, whatever. Sir, is this your bag? Yeah. Like, do you have anything you want to tell us? No. Like, all I can think of is there's maybe like a little couple rounds of ammo or a knife or something. So they flip the screen around and show me. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly, it's exactly what you think that is. So the SIG 228's like right in the middle of the screen.
Whoops.
So yeah. So you have a carry permit? Yeah. Do you have it with you? Yeah. They go through all this stuff. They take me into this like back room. I think it's running through my mind I might get arrested. I don't know what's going to happen.
Spread them.
Yeah. So they pat me down, and so anyway, they took my gun. They didn't know what to do with it because there's no serial number on it. So I had to explain to them what I do for a living. And finally, one of the like Allegheny County cops was there. He's like, "Oh, 80%. Yeah, I know all about that stuff." And so they called the ATF at whatever time it was, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. And they're like, "Yeah, what he said is true, but he tried to bring it through an airport," which I didn't try to. I just accidentally did.
I know. I love when they're like, he tried.
Yeah. Yeah. So they took my gun for a little while. I went to SHOT Show. I made my flight, flew back home.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It was fine. After that, it's been uneventful. I've taken plenty of guns through. Check.
I'll tell you.
So it wasn't so much the airline not knowing what they were doing.
No, it was me.
As a little bit of a whoops. That's not bad then. Yeah, I thought you were gonna, I don't know, say somebody drew guns on you. No. And I'm gonna put. Hold on. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna release how I know this person or my relation to them, but we'll say, so somebody visited me, and he was telling me, he said, "Oh, you're an FFL, right?" And I said, "Yeah." So, and they go, "Well, I need you to ship a gun for me." And I was like, "Well, yeah, sure. Do you want to like buy it up here and ship it down there?" He goes, "No, it's my gun." And I go, "Okay." He goes, "I got on the plane with it." I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, so he was in a rush to get to his flight, got on his flight, and he was on his layover in Pennsylvania. And he goes to like get something from his bag, I think his headphones, and he goes, 'Oh shit!' And there's a Glock 19 sitting right there on the top of his bag. He went right through TSA and everything. And then he got on his next flight and he landed. And I was like, holy fuck. He goes, you hit the lottery of how lucky you were that you did that. I said, but you're not going to hit it again. Let me ship it back.
Yeah.
Somebody was asleep at the wheel. That's kind of, I don't want to say it's terrifying, but how did somebody miss that? Whoever was supposed to be staring at the scanner.
Yeah.
Anyway, hold on. I'm going to put this on the screen, and then JSD Supply answered correctly. JSD Supply got some SUM. If you ever want me to read your comment, you should definitely spell that. Customer service. They sent me the wrong lower parts kit. Yeah, that happens. Bummer, dude. But yeah.
Did you think about not putting a G17?
Drilla.
I don't know what parts. I mean, the only part that's different in that is going to be the slide lock spring. So we can just send you one. I don't know.
Yeah, Drilla.
Send us an email or whatever.
No, that's good, man. Yeah, if you didn't know, I wanted to put that up on purpose, man, because you guys have been pretty good. Or I think overall good. Like there's people that comment on my videos over on YouTube about your stuff, and I just seen a Facebook post in one of the 80% groups where somebody asked about you, and there's at the time I looked, there was like 40 comments, and 39 and a half of them were positive, and the other guy was like, "Well, I tried to cancel an order." I'm like, "Well, you probably were stupid," but anyway, yeah, man, that's right. Here, I'll put that up again. For anybody else that buys stuff from JSD Supply, it's support@jsdsupply.com. If you have a problem, you can ask. And they've always been pretty good for me and apparently for everybody else. Anyway, God, what were we talking about? Terrible airport experiences. And Peter has friends who just do what they want.
I have friends.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that was
Did you have a really good experience you want to talk about, Jordan? Or do you want to go to bed? It's like 10:30. We kept you a half hour. I feel bad. We didn't want to use you for this long.
Yeah.
Did you have a really good experience you want to tell us about? Or do you want to leave?
Well, the last time I was in Vegas, they took my gun box, and I'm standing around waiting for it. I don't know where it was. So I thought, that's nice. There's 6 or 8 guns in my check bag. And then all of a sudden I see, some old pappy with my gun box, works at the airport, kind of yelled at me that I just had it out, walking around. I'm like, well, that's what we're supposed to do, man. I don't know. It came down the little conveyor belt. So
now, what do you mean Pappy was walking around with it? Is it
at the airport? He's like, these are guns. I'm like, shouldn't announce that in the middle of the airport. But yes, they are.
Yeah, thanks, Stefan.
Yeah. So he's like, there's a special way to do this. Like, I landed here. I don't know what airport status is. I flew from Pittsburgh. I just got here. So I came down there. You got to go this way and that way. So just give me the box, man.
I don't care. All of those are your problems and your job, not mine.
Deal with it.
But I love it. Yeah. I know. I love
Reaper. Good.
I love when people are like, "Oh, these are guns or anything." I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to fucking work here.
Latin Reaper. That's good. These guys, Allentown, PA. Yeah, we're still doing gun shows. I don't know if they're still doing them in California.
6 weeks in a row, every single time it happens. So.
I heard of this guy before. Sent me 6 full kits when I ordered lower parts. Whoops.
Yeah, that's a big push. We sometimes screw it up, and it's not always bad, I guess. So
there you go. I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, you might be more honest than me to a 3D print. What did I get? I don't even remember what place I ordered something from, but I ordered something from some website, whatever. I don't even remember what it was. And I don't even know if I still have the red dot, but I ordered something, and like 3 months later, a red dot just showed up. like a rifle red dot. I don't remember. It was whatever. It was probably a cheap brand. I can't even think. It was like an Ameriglow or something, but it just showed up in a package, and I opened it up and like, I don't understand, but there was no like packing slip or anything. But I looked at the shipping invoice and it was from that place. Went and checked my card, no charges. It was like, and I'm sorry, maybe this makes me a terrible person, but I was like, I guess this is free, and I just used it. So whatever, that's fine. But glad 2A 3D print hooked you up. Maybe I'm more honest now. That was probably 5 or 6 years ago. All right, Jordan, do you want us to let you go? We have some more things to talk about, but what? You drink coffee. You're up now.
Water. It's just water. I'll spill it on my computer. But...
all right, so you don't want to go? You gonna stay?
No, I'll stay.
Okay, you don't have to. What else we talk about? Peter. Wait, Peter, what do you want to talk about before we talk about this? Or should we just talk about this?
Do you have our show notes? Or that
fuck you, Aaron. Sorry. I don't think I said the F word until just now.
We were gonna talk about. Hold on. I tell you, I sold out all my buffer tubes.
What? Those ones in the fancy package? You're not going to hold one up and show us that dark teal flashy flash on the?
Oh, I got you one right over here. My office.
I was going to step off too. I got to find a box. Oh wait, is it right here? Nope, that's not it. I got a. I'll wait till Peter comes back and then I'll step off.
No, everybody leave. Just everybody leave.
Yeah, these.
Oh, you still got one. Damn, girl. I love that color.
I got to ship them out Monday, but I got a bunch. I got a bunch more coming, but I sold out a bunch this week. But let's keep going. We were going to talk about.
You can talk about that. Talk about your rifles, dog. Them lowers coming in or what? Hold on.
They are. They ship. They're shipping. I'm excited. They're going to be a ton of fun. I have one I built one. I got all the parts. I sent out for Cerakoting. So this will be like my demo. I would take it. I would bring it down to South Carolina with me, but I'm like, I'm not going to be able to really shoot anything or whatever. But it's going to be a really solid rifle. I'm really proud of how it's coming out. Unfortunately, the color I had it Cerakoted in is not what we're going to be offering it in. We're going to offer it in black, but I have it getting Cerakoted in green just because it's mine, personal one. But it's going to be pretty much what we're going to offer. However, we're doing 2 different kinds of lowers. We're going to do all black, like a normal lower that you would get, and then we're going to offer it black with the teal trident.
Wait, so what color did you get one Cerakoted? You said it's a color that you're not offering.
Yeah, it's going to be sniper green, which is going to be pretty cool. But I was thinking about talking about how MKE is finally back in the U.S. Instead of Zenith, they're now under Century Arms. So Century Arms started importing MP5s by MKE out of Turkey.
That's cool.
So they finally hit the market and they immediately sold out, and they're selling more. They're selling for more than the HK.
Wow. HK is not for poors. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So now everyone's making jokes at HK saying they cloned the Turkish.
Good.
That it's just pushing HR. Everyone's pushing back.
Do that closer to the microphone. Can you do that closer?
Is that better for you? Shit. Hold on. I'm going to dump the rest of this shit out of here in a minute. God, that microphone's decent, I guess. I assume you can still hear me. What is this? Nope, you're not going to be able to read that. Never mind. Look at this. This is the...
Oh, yeah.
This is supposedly the jig for the Verwappen. Am I saying that correctly? What are these guys doing? I'm not trying to say.
For the wall.
I'm just saying why I don't know if I trust this. So I'll preface this. I ordered this. This was $20 and $13 to ship it. So I paid $33 just for the jig for the Verwappen. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Gen X jig. And it doesn't look like it even holds the grip all the way at the bottom. But that is all you can buy right now. Hold on, I'm going to try to share this screen again. Stop screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. Verwapen. Yeah, everything else is out of stock. You could buy a mag release, which actually looks, that is for Verwapen SIG P365 Extend. I want to understand what's going on here, but I really don't. But from what it looks like, this looks like an expensive proposition as well, is what I was getting around to. So somebody told me the jig was available, and I was like, I'm in. And I assumed something else would be available soon after. But all you can buy right now is a $20 jig for the Gen X Compact. You see that and I'm signed up for Notify Me. There's the Gen X supposedly accepts Gen 3, 4, 5 parts. That's out of stock. There's the HMSC 9 serialized. I guess they're going to have the Micro Compact, which looks like a 365. Anyway, yeah, all the things. $150 for a frame. It's another $15 for the front rail. $15 for the back rail. And what else do I need? And the frame. So what does that come out to? That's $30 just for the rails. $150 for the frame. And 20. Is that $200? Is that what? Yeah, this. Nope, that's serialized. I don't understand that. Why you're showing a picture of the jig in there. Anyway, I'll probably stop sharing that, I guess. I'll ask you guys, do you have any thoughts about this thing? I have a feeling I'm just going to have this jig for the rest of my life, and they're never going to launch the frame. But maybe not.
I've talked to them a little bit. They're waiting for their letter. Sounds like they are in a similar predicament that we are. We've got some stuff down there for over 2 years. A couple other ones down there for over 1.5 years. So they're waiting on a letter to come out. I wish they would just release it. I know a couple other companies have or are going to release without a determination letter based on the stuff we currently see out there and other letters that have been issued and that are public. But so yeah, they're waiting for it. So I don't know. I don't know why they're selling the jig. Interesting, I guess. I mean, you bought one, so
it's not a frame. Yeah, I'm a complete. I don't want to say I was so excited, but
yeah.
What? I was like, well, the jig's available now. What if the frame's available next week and the freaking jigs are out, and I'm going to be pissed because I like to be first. Maybe you don't know, but I like to be first. I want to be on the cutting edge of 80% technology. Yeah, I was like, well, what'll happen to me? I'll be like, oh, F that. I'm not paying $13 to ship a $20 jig, and then I won't be able to get a jig for forever. So I'll just buy whatever they have. But I find it very odd. That was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the frame still isn't out. Yeah, we're not going to talk about, who's supposed to be launching? We don't have to. No, I'm sure you know dark secrets, but you shouldn't tell us. I'm still waiting to see this Lone Wolf, Freedom Wolf frame or whatever, and the associated glue. I'm pretty excited about that. But they're supposed to come out this month.
Yeah, I talked to them too. They said they're still on track for this month, I guess. So
that's good.
It'll
probably
be
the 20th.
Yeah, Oh yeah, I guess it is the 20th already. Man, time's just flying by. Yeah, so they're not going to come out this month. It'll be March or April, probably.
They still might. Any idea when PF940 SC will be back in stock? I got guesses. I hate the SC though. You got any ideas? Yeah, good.
This is another 2-week issue for the past since September. I've been supposed to get my shipment for 2 weeks, so we don't know. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from
Thanks,
now.
AZ Casper. That's a good question.
Next week. Yeah, great question. We don't know.
Great question. I have no idea. If you could just choke slam somebody at Polymer 80 and tell them to make them and ship them, please.
They're fixing some production issues they're having. So I hope, once it's done, it'll be ready to go. I'd rather it be correct than have to fix stuff or whatever later. So
yeah, absolutely. That's fine. I don't want to say I don't really care about anything but your 365, but I kind of do. No, I'm not going to admit that. Yeah, no, I love the 365. I had one and I sold it because I was going to build an 80% one. I did. I had one for I don't know how long. I was like, well, I don't need this anymore. The 80%'s about to come out.
Yeah, and it
Bink, got my money back. I figured I could buy all of my parts and stuff with that money, right? I'm a poor. I can't just collect guns for no reason. Yeah, I was like, I don't need this. I'm going to build
Well,
one.
you could be poor, but you have really nice guns.
Yeah.
That's essentially my idea of it.
I'd just be poorer, man. I'm looking at Honda Civics and Honda Fits right now, all ones with R titles on them, because that's the level of poor that I'm operating at. Right.
Okay, I drive through Outback so I can own machine guns.
Damn, girl. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. You make sacrifices.
I love the people who are like, fuck your soccer mom car. I'm like, yeah, but you know how much firepower's in this goddamn
Don't pick the MP5 up. I swear all of our old episodes are eventually going to get deleted because, like, don't do it. The first, like, 3 times we went live, Peter's like, meow, 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 swinging MP5. I don't know if they will, but.
Don't do it.
His hand wasn't touching it. Doesn't count.
Yeah,
if the bots are watching.
I could have been lifting that up with my penis. You don't know.
That's still touching it anyway.
I mean,
That's what my mom said. Where'd it go? I want to share The Gathering.
The Gathering.
JSD Supply is going to that, and I'm going to go ahead and announce here that if it's okay, probably not. Uh-oh. Is that not working? Did I just lose everything? Uh-oh. I can still hear you guys. Hopefully you can see something. Yeah, my Chrome just kind of died.
The Gathering of the Nerds.
Yeah, I'll just keep talking, but my computer is losing its mind right now.
You ready to have margaritas? That's dude, I can't wait to get out of the cold. I like literally keep telling people at work, I'm like, I can't wait to get down to South Carolina and have a fucking margarita.
That's like 3 weeks away.
I know. I'm pumped.
I'm really just hoping. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at like a blank white screen with the spinning wheel. My Google Chrome is about to crap itself, I think.
You just gave your computer cancer.
I might have, or the HIV.
It doesn't have. It gives gonorrhea.
Like it's 3 days, right? Control. It's 3 days, but Peter, is one of them a media day? You keep saying media day, but I feel like the info online is super sketchy.
They call it media day.
That particular day is media day? Is that what you're saying?
No,
That's like
it's called The Gathering Media. Yeah, it says The Gathering Firearms Media Event. I can't wait to meet one of the reps and be like, do you have any questions about our products? I'm like, yeah, why does your 103 keep giving me an erection?
Yeah, they call it a media event, but I haven't been able to I feel like the information online is pretty sketchy. Like I saw there's a lot of big names involved there.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it right now. Maybe next year I'll sponsor lunch because that's the only thing I'm willing to spend marketing on.
I thought about it, and now it's all filled.
Yeah, it's all
what we're doing. It's all filled up. So I mean, they got sponsors, but I feel like I haven't seen it advertised anywhere. I think I follow Palmetto State Armory on most social media.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it looks like they have a really good setup. Like they have wonderful ranges. Like they seem to have a lot of companies coming, a lot of vendors. It looks like it's going to be a really good turnout. I can't wait to see Sawmill. I want to see that range. That looks beautiful.
It does. I've never been down there. Or I guess what I've heard about it, but
because you're doing all 3 days, right?
I'm gonna have all kinds of problems, man. I hope it's still broadcasting. I'm trying to go on YouTube right now. My computer is killing me, as is my telephone.
I'm doing.
Whoop.
Whoop. I'll be there the 17th. Not 17th. I'm sorry. I'll be drunk for St. Patrick's Day. I'll be there the Friday, the 19th.
I don't know when we're going to be. We'll be there for the whole thing. I think we're setting up as a vendor for whatever. So we'll be there early.
I almost did my stream from the dive bar I was at just before I got home. I thought it would have been fun.
My camera wasn't working. I was going to have to do it off my cell phone.
I mean, that's actually what I stream from. It's just my iPhone.
Oh, do you really? Yeah.
Yeah. It has a better picture, I think.
Yeah. I've set my tablet up too, just in case. And it actually has a better camera than my computer. So.
Yeah, I bought a 4K camera off Amazon for like $40, and it's got a crap picture. And I was like, why is my phone so much better?
Yeah.
I was actually going to go shooting today when I got home from work, but we've had snow the last several days that I can't even freaking get into the pit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where are you guys based out of? I'm sorry I didn't do all the research I could.
Up near Pittsburgh. So north of Pittsburgh, about 45 minutes.
Okay. I'm up in Maine, so I'm a little farther.
Yeah.
Did I disappear?
Yeah, you're back now.
And you guys just kept going?
Yeah, that's what we do with professionals.
We talked mad shit about you. Don't worry about it.
So I was hoping I walked back in, you'd be talking something about I don't know, about my wife or my inability to do anything correctly. I'm glad I kept going. That was a good test.
I got a bunch of swag for you, Bob, when I come down and see you.
Do you? Proud of that. We're gonna hang out on what? Yeah, that's what I was starting to say.
I'll be there on the Friday.
Is it the Friday or the Thursday? It's what?
I'll be there on the Friday, the 19th.
I think I told you JSD Supply was kind enough to let me, or what? Maybe they think I'm a big deal. I get to be a Coors Light girl for a day or two.
All right. Make sure I got plenty of ones out.
I don't know if I told anybody that. Yeah, but I'm going to be down there the whole 3 days, and for a couple of them, I think I'm going
to be buying body shots left and right.
Do a Biden wave. I don't know, not exactly like that. At least you know what a Coors Light girl is. Yeah, I dated one of those once. I was in high school. She's probably too old for me, bro.
Coors girl.
Yeah, maybe just in the little town that. But that's what she told me she did, and then I did go to a bar once to see what she did. I mean, those that are familiar with you guys watching, if you're familiar with NASCAR, if you've ever been to a NASCAR race and been to the whatever they call the fan experience outside, and there's girls in like red and checkered spandex shorts and halter, whatever you call those tube tops that say Old Spice on them. I think were the most prominent ones, were the big deals at NASCAR, at least the couple that I went to for work. Were Old Spice girls, but it's kind of what a Coors Light girl is. They just went to bars and wore Coors Light spandex and flirted with dudes at tables. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, is that what I'm doing? I don't know. You hired me for this show. I mean, just meat on display, I guess.
I didn't know cigarette girls were still a thing.
Is there still cigarette girls? Yeah, it was kind of. Yep.
I was in Tennessee like 2 years ago, and I was like, "The fuck." These girls just walk around with packs of cigarettes and sit on guys' laps. I was like, "What? Did I just turn back into the 50s?"
I dated a girl that did that too, only it wasn't quite the same as a Coors Light girl. She didn't have to wear like the spandex mini shorts and tube top. What was it? Camel Reds? Now, if you don't smoke, you don't remember Camel Reds, but they came in an orange and red pack, and they were spelled with a K. Camel.
Marlboro Reds. I smoke Marlboro Reds.
Do you? That's awful. We should both quit that.
No. My ex was a cigarette girl, but instead of cigarettes, it was someone else's penis.
You'd be there 3/7 Latin Reaper. It's 3/17, I think, isn't it? Is the gathering? I don't think I have that.
The 17th. Yeah, it starts the 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day.
Is it? No. That was the 17th, 18th, 19th, or is it the 18th, 19th, 20th? I'm not sharing screen again.
It's the 17th, 18th, and 19th. I'm looking at it right here.
All right. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, so 17th is a Wednesday. Thursday is the 18th, and I'll be there Friday the 19th.
Yeah, bring them ones. Better get changes right. I'll be there 17th. I don't expect to.
Hey, Bob, you know how I said I brought dollar bills? Well, it's rolls of quarters. So
That's fine. That's what I deserve. Meant the show in Allentown. JSD Supply. Are you sending somebody to?
Yeah, someone will be there.
Allentown. Always is.
Always.
Yes.
Always Allentown.
As long as it's on. Holy cow! Is it 10:53?
it is.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, it seems like they're gonna have a good day. I feel like they're doing the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, probably because they're trying to cut down on just like the general public being there, because of probably the limited ammo. But,
yeah, and it costs. What I imagine they should charge. I don't know if they charge for people to shoot there. I mean, I'm not paying, but they should charge people to shoot that. I don't know. I saw. Like I said, I still feel like there isn't a whole lot of info out there. I feel like I should have seen somebody else posting to buy it, but all the sponsorships are full. You know what I mean? You can't pay $500 to have your name on a little sign at lunch. And there's a lot of big names in there, man. I didn't think it was going to pop off, but then Glock and Sig were renting demo bays and stuff. It might be.
yeah, which is awesome. I can't wait to go see a bunch of stuff there.
Yes. For those of you guys that are, everybody watching this later, if it's not March 17th of 2021, yeah, it costs $75 to get in. And it's kind of like a gun show with all this vendor display and demo based stuff attached to it, if that makes sense. So there's going to be like going to be a tent city that's basically a gun show down at the Sawmill facility, Palmetto State Armory's facility. And and then demo bays at Sig and Glock and a bunch of other manufacturers have rented out. So
yeah,
it's going to be a good time. It's going to be worth the $75, I think.
Ahead, 50 to get in.
Is it 50?
It's $50 to get in, 30 if you're a first responder or military.
Nice.
They still have availability. They do expect it to sell out. I was kind of late to it. I was going to hopefully try to get one of my rifles on there, but it's already full. They said they already got enough vendors. Even then, I mean, I'd be only able to bring down like 2 prototypes, but even then, maybe next year.
Latin Reaper, thanks for joining us. Yeah, we'll be off here in a minute, but appreciate you. Good comments tonight. Bug says girls in spandex is good. Me in spandex is not good. I'll not be in spandex. All right, we're ready to wrap this thing up?
Yeah, I'm good.
JSD Supply, Mr. Jordan. Why don't you tell people where they can find you? I know where to find you. Why don't you tell the people where they can find JSD Supply everywhere?
Everywhere. JSDsupply.com. JSD_supply Instagram. JSD Supply Facebook. So all the
Yeah.
normal stuff. Yeah.
That was pretty easy, guys. And you can also sign up for, if you're excited about the 365 as I am, I assume, I don't know. I've signed up for your emails, and I also signed up for notifications on the MUP 247, the 24/7. Is that what you're calling the 365? Yes.
So. Yeah, we don't want to get sued necessarily. Or at least we're not that anyway.
We like to get it out there before she tells us no. Yeah.
So.
Are you guys getting are you guys having a booth there? Are you guys having anything going on there at
At the
okay, cool.
Or at the gathering, yeah, we'll be there.
Gathering March 17th through 19th. How else am I going to be a Coors Light girl? Didn't we just talk about this? How am I going to get dollar bills if they don't have a booth for me to shake it in, man? Yeah, I'm gonna
next year.
Maybe there 2 of the days. I'm gonna take a half day off to hang out with you, Peter. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna take a half day off to hang out with you.
Hell yeah, you should. Maybe next year you'll be a Sebago Arms girl.
Maybe. I think we're both going to be JSD Supply girls this year. Just going to follow.
So next year you got to be a fucktheatf.com girl.
Did you at least redirect that website yet? I can't believe you bought it. You ain't done nothing with
I've been building it right now. I plan on launching it next week. It's literally just going to be a meme. That's all it is. It's just going to be a page of a meme. I just got to pick the right meme. But
right.
On top
so
of that,
also to not get sued, got to be careful whose meme you use. If you're gonna just make a website that's a meme,
Uh,
are you gonna put them Lorax shirts into print, man? I'm excited about those.
They're
I
already
need to-
out. They're already to print. I hope to pick them up in a week or two. I did edit them a little bit, so they will look a little more professional, clean. But yeah, I already got people who are excited to get them. I sold out all my shirts. I probably sold over 100 hoodies and shirts. So
Wow, just in the shop, or do you have a website that I don't know about yet? Besides, fuck the ATF.
It's
So.
been it's just been word of mouth and friends.
Wow.
So Monday night I decided to hire a web developer because I just can't. I don't have the time to do it. So Wednesday, I'm hoping like everything can just be up on there. My firearms, my apparel, everything like that.
Nice. So everybody go ahead and keep checking fucktheatf.com. It'll eventually be up. Go to JSDSupply.com for your 80% pistol needs, and you can follow them on Instagram, but don't direct message them. They probably get too many of those. And support at JSD. I wish I could find that comment.
Dick pics allowed to be accepted.
Support at JSDSupply.com if you order something or you have a question or you need help with something. They do a pretty good job overall. 2A 3D print. This dude, he loves when you message him on Face. No, everybody hates Facebook Messenger. I do. I even turn the notifications off. You can get a real, You're gonna have to not that. JSDSupply.com and eventually fucktheatf.com. And that's it, gentlemen. Jordan, thanks for joining us. Peter, the Dyslexic Operator. Nice to have you back. You gonna be here next week?
I'll be here next week. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think my mom's busy, so you should be. All right, love you guys. Appreciate you. Everybody out there, thank you for the comments. Appreciate y'all for being here. Stay safe and stay free. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
And we gone.